Hey, it's Wazz here from 99.5 WGAR. We are in downtown Cleveland, the Cleveland Recruiting Battalion here with the U.S. Army, hanging out with Lieutenant Colonel Fullerton. Man, there's so much stuff going on in here. So tell us about how people can get, like, if they're interested in joining the Army, where do they go first for this?
Absolutely. So one of the best ways to do it is to go online, on your phone or on a computer, goarmy.com. GoArmy.com. That is a great way to get information about how to join the Army. But we've got recruiting stations as well. And we've got recruiting stations across the city and frankly across Northern Ohio. And we've got great NCOs in there, non-commissioned officers, sergeants, that will talk to you about the Army, the benefits of the active duty and the benefits of the reserve.
I wore some of my Army green here today.
Very
so
nice,
I knew I was
very
going to
nice.
see you. So what are some of the questions that people have right before they join the military and join the Army, of course?
Sure, absolutely. So some people, and especially here in Cleveland and here in Northern Ohio, some people just don't have a connection to the Army, don't know about military service. It's a career. You get paid, absolutely, and there are educational benefits too. Some people join for college, money for college, and some people join for the training that you get to start a vocation, and then you can continue that vocation in the civilian sector as well.
And there's also bonuses involved as well too. If you've been in the military before, do you want to continue, learning as well?
That's right. There are bonuses if you qualify for those different bonuses, and they change. So you got to talk with a recruiting NCO. You got to talk with some of our folks out there about the different jobs that we are looking to fill and the different jobs where we're looking to train folks and get them ready to be part of the Army.
Now, you mentioned the stations, right? Where do you find that at? Just Google Maps or something?
Absolutely.
Or anything like that?
We make sure that we've got a strong online presence. And if you Google your town and U.S. Army recruiting, you will absolutely be able to pull up those stations. But right here in the Cleveland area, we've got Maple Heights, we've got Mentor, we've got Parma, we've got Cleveland Heights, and we've got a bunch of different ones, Lakewood as well.
Now, you mentioned just going to goarmy.com and it'll tell you like what job or what what you would be good at.
That's right. So actually there's a little quiz that you can take on there. And it kind of like a personality quiz, kind of like those things, but it'll help you kind of figure out, hey, you enjoy these things, you like these things, these are things you're interested in doing. Hey, these are MOSs, and that's a specialty that you can get trained in and that you can operate in the Army, and that might be something that'll interest you.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot. You
Sure.
literally have met me, and I've been 3 minutes into our conversation, or not even. What do you think I would be? What do you think my job would be? Okay?
I see infantry. I absolutely see infantry. That is what the Army is all about. We are the land force component for the United States military, and the infantry soldiers, men and women on the ground, those are the folks that do that job. Every other branch, and I'm an aviator by trade. I'm a Black Hawk pilot, helicopter pilot by trade.
Really?
Every other branch exists to support that infantry soldier on that ground. But I could see you doing it.
Look at that, I'm a soldier. No,
There we
we're
go,
going to
there we
find out
go.
right now, actually. I'm going to take the quiz right now. Okay, so it says, I'm interested in managing or piloting aircraft for the U.S. Army. Okay, you know what I think it was when you mentioned Black Hawk, I started thinking, I was like, yeah, I do want to do something like that. But also, I used to, I still do, I fly drones.
Okay.
So for photography, that's like my thing.
Yep.
What was like your background that made you want to, pilot Black Hawks?
Yeah. So my dad served as well. He was in the U.S. Army, and in fact, he was a helicopter pilot in Vietnam. He was a Huey pilot, and all the time when I was a kid, we would go to air shows and whatnot. My two older sisters, we'd see him in his baggy green suit, his flight suit, and he'd fly Hueys. And so I knew that was something that I definitely wanted to do. And then learned a little bit more about it when I got older, and was able to do that in the Army. Went to flight school down in Alabama. That's where we train all of our pilots, both warrant officers and commissioned officers. And then we also train you mentioned drones.
Yes.
We also train our unmanned aerial systems, so we call them UASs. We train those pilots and operators at Fort Huachuca in Arizona. So a lot of different places you can go, get that quality training, serve in the Army, and then also those skills are absolutely transferable into the civilian sector. I've got a lot of friends who were pilots in the Army, and now they're pilots for regional airlines, and continuing a career, in the civilian sector.
That is so cool. Yeah, because I saw the air traffic controller operator was on here as well.
That's right. That's
There's
right.
so many different things.
There are, and in aviation, there are so many different components to it, from the maintenance to the operating it to the controlling it in the airspace. And interestingly enough, my dad was an air traffic controller as well when I was a kid. So I got a special place in my heart for those guys as well.
Yeah. So whether it's aviation or whatever, take the quiz. Go online, goarmy.com, and yeah, thank you so much for letting us hang today, Lieutenant Colonel Fullerton.
Absolutely.